Hey, Shalom, Shalom, everyone. My name is Zachariah Yehouda, and I'm coming back with another lesson prophesying the downfall of Babylon, aka America, home where all the gross abomination occur. You know, hey, yeah, I'm running late here. I'm just gonna do a quick hitter, and we're gonna do the rest of the lesson in the house. Part two of the lesson. My phone, I had to. They fucking with my channel so tough that it's taking too long for my video to download. So they attack me that way. So I had to go get me another phone. They had a deal going, so I hurried up and jumped on it. Through the grace of the Lord, I'm able to go get enough. I was able to get up on a little money to give me another phone. So now I'm continue to push forward with the Lord's work. So I got another phone now. I'm hoping that I don't have the same problem that I've been having. Before we start, let's face the east and give a prayer out to the Lord. All help and praise and honor goes to Yahweh. In second, I'd like to give double shouts and double honor to all the elder apostles and bishops from GMS who rule well. I'd like to say shalom to them, you all as well. And third, I would like to say shalom to all the like-minded men on down that's coming out to the highways and byways, making their body living sacrifice. I'd like to say shalom to you all as well. And fourth, I'd like to say shalom to all the sisters and the brothers that's on my page that's trying to come back to the Lord in truth and sincerity and getting built up in the spirit to come out. For the men to come out and make their body a living sacrifice, and then for the women to learn in silence and let the men of the Lord and learn from them. So I would say shalom to you all. May Yahweh Hashem Yahweh shall be with us all as we go further off into the great tribulation. Shalom. Okay, let's go. So yeah, they hit my channel. They hit me up on my right? And so I'm not able to. It's taking too long for almost 3 days for the video to process. So it is what it is. So let's go here. The name of this lesson is technocracy. According to the Bible, is technocracy. Is it good or bad for mankind? According to the Bible. So let's see what the Bible says. Okay. Let's start the lesson out right there. Okay, it says, according to the Bible, sustainable development as promoted by the United Nations, World Bank, and global elites is not of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The Bible says plainly that the kingdom of men, their plans and their counsels will not stand because they are not rooted in righteousness, but in deception and oppression. Okay, why? The answer is no. Okay, let's find out why the answer is no. It said man's plan versus the Most High's plan. Let's start at Proverbs chapter 19, verse 21. Let's get that. Proverbs. I'm gonna start at 20. Proverbs chapter 19, verses 20. And it reads, it says, hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. See, hey, so starting with the elder apostles and the bishops and the like-minded men on down, this is what we pushing and telling our people they got to be wise in the latter end, or receive that spirit that created for vengeance, upon you and your family, you know? It said, Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20 is saying, get all the advice and instruction you can, so you will be wise the rest of your life, see? And it's not gonna be short right now because, hey, we been ready, we coming to an end of this man's rulership, okay? And they come under the skies of sustainable development to try to create another currency, another way. They ending the old way and coming into their new way, which is digital, okay? Let's read that again. Proverbs chapter 19, verse 20, and it reads, it says, hear counsel and receive instruction. Say what? Receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end. See, we got to, hey, it said, so the Lord is telling us to hear counsel from the men of the Lord, which is the Lord is working through the men of the Lord for us to receive it, for us to receive this counsel, to hear and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in the latter end. See, verse 21, it says, there are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless, the counsel of Yahweh shall stand. See, so the counsel of the Lord Yahweh shall stand over all the counsel that man is coming with, okay? Man, it's not in man to do right, okay? To live upright, all right? Let's keep going. So Proverbs chapter 19 verses, so why is the answer is no for sustainable development, okay, and what they pushing. Let's read it again. It said, there are many devices, say what? There are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless, the counsel of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh, that shall stand. See, that's right. Okay. Let's get Isaiah chapter 8, verse 10. Let's go there. Isaiah chapter 8, verses 10. Oh, y'all forgive me there. There we go. Hold on. Okay, there we go. All right, let's go. There we go. All right, let's go. No, hold on, y'all. So, hey, I kind of like this spot here. I'll do this like on when it's like it is now. Okay, let's keep going. All right, where we stopped at? So Isaiah chapter 8, verse 10. Let's get that. Isaiah chapter 8, verses 10. Isaiah chapter 8, verses 10, and it reads, it said, take counsel together, and it shall come to naught. Speak the word, and it shall not stand, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh is with us. Okay? So, it said, call your counsel of war, but they will be worthless. Develop your strategies, but they will not succeed, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh is with us. That's right. The Lord is with us. His hopefully elect. Okay? So their strategies is not gonna work. All right? Let's move around. Let's go here. So the globalists create Agenda 21, Agenda 2030 to sustain their own rule, not to sustain righteousness. See? 2, this idea that sustainability is rooted in control. See? It said their idea of sustainability is rooted in control. See? Let's go to let's get Psalm chapter 2. Psalm chapter 2, verse 1, it reads, it said, why do the heathen rage? Say what? Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? So this is saying, why are the nations so angry? Why do they waste their time with fertile plans? See? Futile plans, see? Okay. Verse 2. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. So this is what the elites is saying. Hey, they ain't ready to go into captivity, right? So, so this is what they doing, right? You see? Okay. Let's keep going. So, oh yeah. Did we read 3? Yeah, we got 3. So their version of peace, that's a fake peace. It said the version, see what? Their version of peace and sustainability is a cover for population control, land seizure, and enslavement through the beast system. See? Hey, this is what we coming to, right? 3. It said true sustainability only comes from Yahweh. See? Let's get Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verses 4. Beautiful. Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verses 4, and it reads, I'm going to start at 3. It says, what profit have a man of all his labor which he taketh under the sun? Okay, it said, the Lord is saying, what do people get for all their hard work under the sun? See, it's vain. Everything they do here now in this life is in vain, man. Now people find out that they've been lied to, so they angry. Okay, hey, these nations are mad, boy. You see? Okay? Let's get forward. One generation, say what? One generation passeth away, another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. See, the earth abideth forever, man. And we got next, you know? Hey, the Negroes, Latinos, Native American, we got next. Lord, hey, and the rest of these nations, they are going head on into captivity. Okay? This is what's coming. This is why they trying to set us up. Hey, when they move, the Lord gonna move. He gonna lift up a standard against that ass, okay? Okay, let's keep going. Let's get Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. Let's get that. Just coming straight out, coming straight out, coming straight out with it, you know. I said Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. Let's get it. Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And it reads, it says, let's start at 24 and read 24 and 25, 25 being the point. And it reads, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper, and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. See, this is what's finna ready to go down here, right here. We in it, okay? It's only gonna get worse and worse and worse. It ain't gonna get no better. That's why a lot of these people crashing out right now. Cause first of all, they worldly, and two, the Lord ain't with them, man. First of all, the Lord ain't with them, and two, they worldly. Okay, let's keep moving. Let's go here to, let's get 25. It said, and through his policy, who policy? Talking about Esau, Edom, and these ruling elites, 1%. It said, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hands. See, the devil gonna be broken without hands, man. All right. So Daniel chapter 8, verses 24 and 25 is saying he will become very strong, but not by his own power. He will cause a shocking amount of destruction and succeed in everything he does. He will destroy the powerful leaders and devastate the holy people. See, this is what's ready to go down. They only gonna get to it, they ain't gonna be able to get us all. Cause once they reach that certain amount that they can't go, that bound that they can't go over, then that's when the Lord, Yahweh Shai, gonna return. He gonna come take this devil down, okay? Verse 25 is saying, he will be a master of deception. Say what? He will be a master of deception and will become arrogant, and he will destroy many without warning. He will even take the prince in battle. See, they gonna try to prepare. They gonna try to prepare and go up against the Lord, and they gonna be broken without hands. It said, and he will even take Salapia. Matter of fact, let's go back and read 25 again. It said, and through his policy, and through this man's policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. Are they not doing this now? And he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace, come with that faith peace, and shall destroy many. It said, he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, and he shall be broken without hands. See? So this man gonna be broken without hands. All right? So their version of peace and sustainability is a cover for population control land seizure and enslavement through the beast system, see? Hey, this is what they coming with. 3, true sustainability only comes from Yahweh, see? It said, Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verses 4. It said, one generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, and the earth abideth forever, see? So one generation passeth away, and another generation cometh. But the earth, say what? But the earth abideth forever, see? That get 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verses 9. And it reads, matter of fact, let's start at 8. Hold on. Let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 15. Second Ezra chapter 15. And I'm gonna read 1 to 5. It said, behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Verse 3, fear not, say what? Fear not the imagination against thee, and let not the incredulity, say what? And let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all, say what? No, few. For all, no, this many. Okay? It says here, for all, the Lord said, for all the unfaithful, talking about these 2/3 Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans that join unto the devil, shall die in their unfaithfulness, see? Verse 5, behold, say what? Behold, saith Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, I will bring upon the world evil, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. Why, Lord? For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. Verse 7, therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold, verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness, which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the soul of the just complain continue. So the soul of the just is talking about the Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans, along with these speckled birds, okay? And mainly it's the prophet that's going out to the highways and the byways that's getting it in for the Lord that's complaining, you see? Verse 9. All right, Shalom. You know I got you. I got you. Okay, let's keep going. It said, and therefore, saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them. See, so this is what's going on right now. Okay, ain't no stopping it. Okay, yeah, we're going good. Beautiful. Let's keep going. Verse 10, it said, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, see? So the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans have been, for 500 years in this place, been led as a flock to the slaughter. So the Lord is saying, I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt. Verse 11, but I will, say what? But I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm and smite Egypt with plagues as before. and I will destroy all the land thereof. Verse 12. Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plagues and punishment that Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, shall bring upon it. See, so this is what's going on now, man. The Lord, it's only going to get worse and worse. Okay? Now let's go to Second Ezra. Ezra. Second Ezra chapter 6. And I'm going to read 8 and 9. And 9 being the point. It says, it reads, Second Ezra chapter, I'm going to start at Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 7 through 9. It says, Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Then the angel, so the angel replied this and said this, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. So, Jacob is holding Esau's hand, pulling this devil down, man. You see? Okay. Verse 9. For Esau, say what? For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. See? So, we got next. Okay? Let's keep it moving. So the Most High already sustained creation. The earth abides forever, not because of the UN, but because of Yahweh ordained it. The end of Esau's world will bring a true righteous kingdom that will be sustained eternally under Yahushua. See, that's why we come out to the highways and byways. Pushing the Lord's doctrine, you see? Okay? Conclusion. Sustainable development as defined by the world powers equals no. It is not of the Bible. It is part of Esau's Edom, the so-called white man, last attempt to establish a technocratic beast system before their destruction. The only true sustainability is the eternal kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay, in that order. So sustainable development versus the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. So question is sustainable development biblical? So answer is no. It is Esau's counterfeit kingdom built on oppression and deceit, while the true sustainability is promised only through Yahweh reign. Okay. 2. Agenda. It said the agenda of the nation. It said the agenda of the nation. Agenda 2025, 2030 through 2030 SDG and SDG. So the United Nations goal: eradicate poverty, climate action, equality, peace, and prosperity. The reality is population control, technocracy, land resource seizure, and global surveillance. See, this is what's coming. Okay? That gets Psalms chapter 2. Psalm chapter 2, verses 1, and I'm gonna read to 3. It said, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? See, this is a vain thing that what they trying to do. Okay, the Lord finna the Lord finna throw their head down and destroy them and set his kingdom up. So it's a vain thing. Okay, the kings of the earth, say what? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against Yahweh and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. See, they know they ain't going head on in captivity. This is what this is talking about. Verse 3, it said, let us break their bands. Say what? Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. See, this is their way of casting away their cords from us and trying to sustain the power. Okay. Let's get Micah chapter 2. How much time we in? Okay. Let's get Micah chapter 2. Micah chapter 2, verse, hold on. Yeah. Micah chapter 2, verses 1, and it reads, it said, woe means death and destruction. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. See, this is what they do. And work, say what? And work evil upon their bed when the morning is light. Say what? When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. Okay, it is in the power of their hands. Verse 2 is that, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. See, hey, this is what they did to the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to this day. Okay, you can't tell me this Bible is not real. And then claim to be us. All right? Now they come with this false peace. They go to 2 Thessalonians. 2 Thessalonians. Second Thess chapter 2, and I'm gonna start at the top. It said, hold on. So let's get chapter 5. Hold on, y'all, bear with me here. 1 Thessalonians, okay. First Thessalonians chapter 5, and I'm gonna read down to 3, 1 to 3, and 3 being the point. It says, but of the time and the season, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. So the Lord is saying here now concerning how and when all this will happen, dear brothers and sisters, we don't really need to write to you. We don't need to write you. Verse 2, for yourself know perfectly that the day of Yahweh so cometh as a thief in the night. The day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh shall come as a thief in the night. So verse 2 is saying, for you know quite well that the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh shall's return will come unexpectedly like a thief in the night. See, verse 3. Okay, verse 3 it said, For when they shall say peace and safety, are they not saying this right now? And sword is being drawn. It said, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. See? So verses 3 is saying when people are saying everything is peaceful and secure, then disaster will fall on them as suddenly as a pregnant woman labor pain begins, and there will be no escape. See? Okay, let's keep going. Let's go back to Daniel. Get Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. I'm gonna read Daniel 8:20. I'm gonna start at 24. Then we'll read 24 and 25. It says here, it said, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and holy people. See? Talking about us. All right? The Israelites. Starting with the Negro, the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans along these speckled birds, right? It says here, verse 25, and through his policy, say what? And through his policy, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. And by peace, say what? And by peace, say what? And by peace shall destroy many, and he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hands. So this devil gonna be broken without hands, you see? Yeah, they're gonna try to come up, they got a space force gonna try to come up against the Lord. And they're gonna be annihilated, you see? Okay? Y'all bear with me. Okay, this is what's coming. We're doing good. Let's keep going. Keep going. So, for the beast system, this is the 4th point. So the beast system connection. So this is what they come. This is what we come into. It says digital ID, CBD, carbon tracking, and tools of control. They are tools of control, and this is what this man wants. Sustainability becomes a cover for the mark of the beast system. See, let's get Revelation chapter 13. Let's get that. I'm gonna start at 15 and we'll read the 18. Revelation chapter 13, verse 15, and it reads, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. This is where we at right now, or we are getting there. Verse 16, here go the point right here. And he calls them, say what? And he calls them all, say what? And he calls them all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a charagma, a mark, in their right hand or in their forehead, as G5480, G5482, that charagma, right? Verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell or save, so like a buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. See, hey, this is the time we coming into, right? Verse 18, here's the wisdom, say what? Here's the wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man. See, this devil is a man, you see? And his number, say what? And his number is 666, okay? So y'all already know it's the Charagma, G5480. Okay, let me go into it. Lord said go into it, show him. G5480.
Strong's G5480. Charagma.
See?
Charagma. Strong's G5480. Charagma. Charagma.
Okay. A stamp, it said a stamp, an imprinted mark, A, of the mark stamp on a forehead or in the right hand as the badge of the followers of Antichrist. B, a mark branded upon horses. Things carved, sculptured, graven work, and a doctor's image, okay? So that Charagma from the same G5482, a scratch or etching, etc., stamped as a badge of the, as a badge of servitude, a sculpture, figure, statue, graven work, okay? That G5482 is Charax.
Strong's G5482. Charax. Charax.
Okay, you know, we call them like Nero. You know, when I worked at Boston Scientific, right? And I was a CNC operator, and I was making them fuckers. You know, when I found out, I was watching. Matter of fact, I was watching. I think at that time I was watching the elder from South Carolina, Manak Tazabot. When I was working out there, he did a beautiful lesson on it. He was rebuking Bishop Nathan them. And I said, man, you know, he was going in Shalom, brother. He was going in hard on Bishop Nathan them in ICIU. And I said, man, he was right. And from that point on, man, I said, fuck this job. I quit the job and just started serving the Lord. I said, man, it ain't gonna make me or break me. I said, I'm gonna go serve the Lord, and so to the best of my ability, and this is what I've been doing ever since, okay? So yeah, that Charax is them Nero, they make Nero. It's like a paraphernalia that they gonna put that chip, which is the size of a grain of rice, inside that Nero, and then they gonna insert it into your right hand or your left, okay? It's called Charax. A pale or staked or palisade. 2, a palisade or rampant, a pale between which earth, stones, trees, and timber are heaped and packed together. So they heaping us and packing us together, having us lined up. They're gonna have people lined up in droves to take that fucker. I think this is what that is talking about. Let's get that other one. 1125 is Grapho.
Strong's G 1125. Grafo. Grafo.
Okay. There goes the definition right there. That's what they're gonna, that grapple is talking about, what they're gonna put your information inside that chip. Everything gonna be stored inside that chip. All right. Here come my bus. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna jump on that. I want to get a good hour in. We'll just jump on that. I'm just gonna walk. Let's keep going. That give second Esdras. So no man might buy or sell. Revelation 13, 17, and 18. Matter of fact, let's go back in. Let's start back. So y'all already know what it is. So let's go back and read second Esdras. Revelation chapter 13, verse 15 through 18. It said, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Verse 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, and free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. Verse 17, what's going on? How you doing now? And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Verse 18, here's the wisdom, let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Okay, let's go here and get second Esdras. Second Esdras, second Esdras chapter 15, and I'm gonna start at 16, and I'm gonna read 16 and 7. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 15 and read to 17. 17 being the point. It said, for the sword and their destruction draw nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. See, the swords in their hands are talking about a modern day. The sword is equivalent to a handgun or actual sword. And see, modern day sword is a gun, a handgun. See, and that's what in America got plenty of them. Okay, and that's what they're gonna be fighting one another with in this civil unrest or civil war. Verse 16, it said, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, and they shall not regard their king nor prince, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. See, you're gonna have checkpoints everywhere. Matter of fact, that's what Trump signed it for the National Guards and military to come in and occupy the cities. And then you got these constitutionalists, man. They mad as hell. At, they don't like that. They said this man here is going against the Constitution, the president. Verse 18, it said, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed. Oh, hold on. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So you're going to have checkpoints everywhere. All right? So control movement, lockdowns, and smart cities. That's what we're coming to. So when I get done with this part here, I'm going to start working on that the smart cities. I'm going to do a break. If it's the Lord will, we're going to do a breakdown on that. Okay, So 5, the deception of man's rule. It said they believe, talking about these elites, they can save the planet without the creator, see? Point 2, it said they claim ownership of resources that belong to Yahweh, see? That goes to Psalms. Psalm chapter 24, verse 1. It said, a psalm of David, the earth is Yahweh, see? The earth is Yahweh Baal Shem Yahweh Shai, and the fullness thereof. The world, say what? The world and they that dwell therein, see? So the earth is the Lord's and everything in it. The world and all people belong to him, see? You see? Verse 2, for he hath founded it upon the seas and established it upon the flood, see? So verse 2 is saying, for he laid the earth foundation on the seas and built it on the ocean depth, see? Okay, that gets Proverbs 19, verse 21 again. And it reads, it said, there are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, that shall stand. See? So our Lord power gonna stand. Okay, his counsel gonna stand. So this new world order bullshit ain't gonna come under the skies of sustainable development is gonna come to naught, according to what's written in the Bible. Okay, the true sustainability is the kingdom of Yahweh Shai. See, the earth abides forever by Yahweh's will. Esau's world will fall and Jacob's world will last eternally. See, Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verses 4. I'm gonna start at 3. It said, what profit have a man of all his labor he taketh under the sun? Verse 4, here go the point. One generation passeth away, and another, it said, and another, it said, and other generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever, see? Second Ezra chapter 6. Second Ezra chapter 6, verses 7 through 9. It says, and he answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the time, or when shall the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, and when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. It said, held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9, it said, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followed. So Esau's world is coming to a close, and the beginning of Jacob followed, that follower. Okay? So exhortation to Israel, do not be deceived. Say what? Do not be deceived by green the green agenda and global councils. It said starting with the elder apostles and bishops and the like-minded men on down, this is what we doing. Put trust in Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, and not Esau's promises, okay? And get Jeremiah chapter 17, verses 5. Get that. Jeremiah chapter 17. I'm gonna start at 1 and read down to 5. It says, the sin of Judah is written with a pen of iron, see? So how can these people claim to be us over there in the land? Okay? A line. It said, and with the point of a diamond, it is graven upon the table of their hearts, see? And upon the horns of your altars, see? Verse 2, will their children remember their altars and their groves by the green trees? There go that word green, see? Green trees upon the high hills, okay? Verse 3, oh my mountain, see? Oh my mountain in the field, I will give thy substance and all thy treasures to the spoil. Say what? To the spoil, and thy high places for sin throughout all thy borders. Verse 4. It said, and thou even thyself shall discontinue thy heritage that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thy enemies. See, we've been serving our enemies, man. In a land which thou knowest not. They're talking about here, America. For ye have kindled, say what? For ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. See? You see? Verse 5, here go the point right here. Thus saith Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, curse, say what? Curse, no, bless. Curse be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart parted from Yahweh, see? Okay, so 2/3 of our people are cursed. Hey, but the hope of the elect, man, we bold as a lion and we done came back to our power, you see? Let's get Isaiah chapter 45. Isaiah chapter 45. Isaiah chapter 45, verse 15, and I'm gonna read to 17. And it reads, it says, verily thou art a God that hideth thyself, O power of Israel, the Savior. See? It's talking about Lord Yahushua, G430, who everybody ignorant called Jesus Christ. So the Lord is saying here, truly, O power of Israel, our Savior, you work in mysterious ways. See, our Lord works in mysterious ways, you see. Verse 16, they shall be ashamed. Who shall be ashamed? All these heathen nations, man. It said they shall be ashamed and also confounded, all of them. They shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols, see? Hey, this is what's coming to the people here in Babylon. Hey, are we not seeing this confusion coming upon them? And also the people that join unto them? Verse 17, but Israel say what? But Israel say what? But Israel, which consists of the Negroes, the Latinos, and the Native Americans, along with these speckled birds, it said, but Israel shall be saved. Now all nations. But Israel say what? But Israel, not all nations. But Israel say what? But Israel shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. Yea, shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. See? So that cut all that verse in John 3:16 talking about the Lord is talking about everybody. John 3:16. No, he's only talking about, he's only representing, John 3:16 is representing this verse. Let's read it again. But Israel shall be saved in Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. Yea, shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Okay? So verse 17 is saying, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua will save the people of Israel with eternal salvation throughout everlasting ages. See? Hey, this is what they trying to stop. And they will never again be humiliated or disgraced. See? This is what's coming, and this is what they trying to stop. Okay, closing message. Okay, it says sustainable development is talking about Esau's counterfeit kingdom. The kingdom of Yahushua is a true and eternal sustainable development. Okay, the true sustainable development. Okay, not this devil way of doing this sustainable development. So I hope you all edified with the lesson. Let's get a prayer into the power. Beautiful. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Paul Lawyer, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bahashem. In second, I would like to give double shouts and double honor to all the elder apostles and bishops from GMS who and priests who rule well. And may Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai be with you all as we go further off into the great tribulation. And second, I would like to give shout out to all the like-minded men on down that's pushing this truth and sincerity. I'd like to say shalom to you all as well. And third, I would say shalom to all the sisters and the brothers that's on my page that's trying to come back to the Lord in truth and sincerity and getting ready to go out to the highway for the brothers, to go out to the highways and byways to make their body a living sacrifice and push the Lord's doctrine in truth and sincerity. I say shalom to you all. May Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai be with you all as well. And may he be with us all as we go further off into the great tribulation. Shalom, shalom, shalom. I'm out.